Good morning, traders. So how do we trade the DAX this morning? So we're still using the Bull-Williams theory for our trading videos at the moment. And yeah, so the DAX, it's kind of confusing, I think. It's probably the best way to put it. There's a couple of things happening. First one is we have this broadening formation or megaphone formation, which is similar to a wedge. It's still a consolidation pattern. And a break up basically gives us a move to the upside and the same kind of target. So, the target that we'd be looking for is pretty much up there. Okay. Now, I was expecting us to sort of form pretty much a head and shoulders here, inverse head and shoulders. That hasn't materialized. What we do have in play at the moment, though, is a double bottom. Okay. Now, the thing to point out here on the daily is the awesome oscillator, you have a low and then you have a higher low. And here you have a double bottom. So that is diversions, and it's diversions to the top. We also have a double bottom on the Williams percentage R here between these two swing lows while price is making new lows. That is also a diversion. So we've got quite a few indicators signaling a reversal. Okay, but there's no confirmation for me at the moment. So it's up, so it's down, up, down, up. Markets have inertia, so I would expect down again. That's kind of the way I'm looking at this. I think let's just keep that level in. That's quite critical. And let's just see if we can see something on the 4 hour here. Okay, so you can see with the US markets being closed, you can see how the indecision, barbed wire, all these tails to the top, tails to the bottom. Nobody knows what the hell's going on. So the market's being manipulated pretty much by algos more than anything else. So there's a couple of geopolitical events that are happening right now. So you've got Brexit, and there's been quite a bit of noise in the European Union about Brexit, and I've seen some reports of European companies accepting the Brexit terms at the moment, and I've seen others where it's still chaos. So that's still, I would say, very much in the air. But the other thing is that you've got the riots and tensions in France at the moment. So that could very well spill over into the German markets. So I definitely expect France to get a bit of a hammering today, which could very much lead the way for the German market. So I think for me, specifically on the DAX, this is really going to be a case of wait and see. What we can do is just get this level drawn in here and see how these tails are flirting with this level. So I would expect, if we do break above this and get a 4 hour close above it, then we may have potential for a move to the upside. But these tails here are not really giving me much confidence. And the other thing, as I've pointed out, is the awesome oscillator is almost flat. And this is a momentum index. So it pretty much just tells you that there's not much happening at the moment. Now, although we're having these big swings, the traders are not really in for the long haul. They just in and out, in and out, in and out. Okay. So if we get down to the 1 hour, you'll see it gets even worse. Okay. So, and now you can see the volatility, up, down, up, down. Okay. So what are we expecting? I am very much expecting a move to the downside. Okay. I'm expecting more moves to the downside, and this trend line may play a role, may not. Not really a fan of trusting those. I'd rather look at what is happening here. So there I have my inside tail. There it is there. So that's definitely a level that I need to watch. One higher up is going to be that tail there, which is a level to watch. And you look to the left, you can see how price interacts with it. And then there is another one right where we are now, which is the swing high here. Okay, So, futures market right now is sitting at up 0.5%, so 11,232. And just want to see. Yep. Okay, so futures market is sitting right up at this top level right now. Now, there's a couple of things which that does. It's firstly broken above these fractional levels. It is sitting at a significant level in my eyes anyway. Just want to check the daily. Yeah, so I think for me, the way to look at this is as follows. So I would expect us to bounce off this level. I don't expect us breaking pretty much higher than that right now. So somewhere in this area, and look, you see, we do have a 200 moving average on the half hour. Okay, the 1 hour is quite far away, but the half hour one is here. So I expect so more than likely we're going to get a gap up, right? So should get a gap up. We're going to find some resistance somewhere along the line, either here or over here. Okay, so either 11,265 or 11,229, and then a bounce down. Now, the big question is whether it's just a bounce down to come and test some of these previous breaks. In other words, break up above this level of 11,200. Okay, or alternatively, come and test the alligator here. Now, I just want to highlight something here. If you see how price fell away here and the alligator stayed up here, then we got a inside bar. So that is a reversal pattern. Okay. Now that reversal pattern had deviation from the alligator. So in other words, if I draw a line from where we crossed below the alligator like that along price, it doesn't have to be exact, just to give you a fair indicator, and then along the red line here, the teeth, see this angle, how big this angle is? That's divergence. Okay, so that gives you an indication prices diverting from there. There's a very good chance we're going to move the upside. Anyway, yeah, so by the looks of things, gap up, but I think what more than likely going to play out is that we're going to have the traders, specifically the bears, that are going to be pushing for gap close. So they will find a level and climb in and try and drive it down. Okay, the bulls will be waiting pretty much at 11,200 to get in long. So well, that's kind of I think what's going to play out this morning. Now we're going to have to wait and see what's going on. Why the Dax is rallying at the moment, I don't know. It's probably because of the Hang Seng. Hang Seng is up almost 2%, and the Nikkei is up 1%. And yeah, Korea is also up 1%. So probably just following Asian markets at the moment, but I think I'll be much more comfortable to see what happens with the German Open. Okay, so just to recap quickly, lots of confusion. I would expect us to come up, and we are already at this level of 11,230, and I definitely do expect some kind of resistance at that level. I don't see anything on the daily, so I just want to make sure. I see there's still lots of targets to the downside on the monthly, and this head and shoulders hasn't played out yet. Okay. Just move it so we can see that. So this head and shoulders is still miles away. Down there, or alternatively we could look for the measured move, but the measured move is played out. We're in measured move territory at the moment. So Yeah, so I think my advice to you this morning is really just wait for this open to take place. Don't try and chase this thing along at the moment. I still think we're going to have a push down. So it's either going to be off this level here of where the futures market is sitting at the moment of 11,230, and that to me makes the most logical sense. And then at least a gap close. In other words, a push down to here, which is only 50 points, but it could be more. Okay. The only thing that's concerning me is this consolidation here. We're flirting up and down, but as I said, Thursday and Friday was public holidays in the US, so lots of confusion happening. Okay, so I think my advice at the moment is there's going to be a gap up. Wait and see what happens to that gap up, and I think take something like a 12 minutes, and you can see what's happening here. I mean, look at this awesome oscillator. This is something which I really don't like trading. It doesn't indicate any strength, long or short. And see that? I mean, look at it. It is flat, 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 flat. Okay, and that's just because of this divergence. Sorry, with the not divergence, got divergence on the brain, but this volatility. Okay, so that's my advice to you today: is pay attention to what's happening up at these higher levels. Draw your lines in, and wait to see what happens. If you get a sort of a half-hour look there, something like a inside bar like that off a level, it's very easy to put a trade in with a break below that pattern and the stop above the pattern, and that would give you the direction. But I think we're definitely going to find some resistance here. I can't see us just shooting through unless something happens in Europe that is totally unexpected. I think at this stage, this is just the Asian market that's pushing this up at the moment. Okay, so that's kind of my take on the DAX today, and I'll be still looking for shorts. We're with the trend, and it's going to be off one of these levels. And just pay attention to the trend, keep the stops tight, maybe even put a trading stop in, because I think you need to take your profit at the most logical areas. So sort of retest here, retest this level here of around 11,200. That would be a profit taking area, and possibly even looking to get in long at this level. Okay, that all really depends where we stay in relation to the alligator. If we stay above the alligator on the hour, we've crossed over, so we've come up, rally down, come test the break, and then start moving. That's long. Try and get in for the long, keep the stop tight, and it may be the start of a turn, but I'm not entirely convinced until we have price above the alligator on the 4-hour. Okay, anyway guys, that's my view on the DAX today. I hope it helps, and I'll catch you later. Cheers for now.